Hey, what's up everyone? This is Minnesota Mike back with you for another video. This is another one in my vlog series that I do through the Memphis Songwriters Association in conjunction with the blog that I write for them, talking all about songwriting and what has worked for various artists over the course of a handful of years, whether those songs have been hits or not. So this latest kick that I'm on, which we're actually finishing up with this video, is talking about relationship codependency. And this is where you kind of depend on another person for your happiness. You can't be happy without them, at least in your mind. So this week we looked at the song Vice by Miranda Lambert, and last week we looked at the songs Logical by Olivia Rodrigo and Honeydew by Madeline Collins. So we're going to close out, like I said, this initial discussion by talking about the song Stay by Sugarland. There are a bunch of different songs called Stay, which have the potential to make the topics of all of them repeat. But this particular one is one of my favorites, as there's a lot of depth to the title. It begins by discussing an abusive relationship, with the narrator revealed to be the mistress of the man in question. She doesn't say it explicitly, but the narrator says she's praying she won't call. The end of the first verse reveals, though, that she can't wait for the next time she gets to see him, asking, "What do I have to do to make you see? She can't love you like me." Then the chorus sees her begging for him to stay because she's so tired of being lonely. In thinking about this particular blog and vlog, I thought about the song More Like Her by Miranda Lambert. We talked about Vice by Miranda Lambert, but More Like Her kind of touches on this topic. More Like Her was released as a single about a year after the Sugarland song, but from the start, More Like Her sees the narrator saying, "I guess I should have been more like her." In other words, she should have taken him back the way that the other person did, but the narrator is stronger than that. Rather than being the premise of the whole song, the way it is in More Like Her, this time, this one has a twist at the end, the Sugarland song does. At the end of the bridge, she sings, "So the next time you find you want to leave her bed for mine," then transitions into the final chorus, saying, "Why don't you stay?" As in, why don't you stay with her? I do want to point out, too, that Jennifer Nettles wrote this song solo, which is a little bit of a rarity in Nashville. She's written with her co-bandmate Christian Bush, I believe is his name, and Bobby Pinson as well. But she wrote this song, Jennifer Nettles did, and wanted it to be written from a woman's perspective because it rarely is. A song like this with the mistress, it's usually written from the perspective of a man. So she wrote that. Obviously, like I said, there's More Like Her, and there years later, a couple years later, there was the song Borrowed by Leanne Rimes. That was similar. We talked about that in a previous blog, but this one is very unique in that at the very end, the woman is standing up for herself, saying, "No, I'm not going to take this anymore," and that's really an interesting thing. So it was very groundbreaking in that particular regard. Now we'll talk about it melodically. Most of the song contains only guitar, and with the desperation of the lyrics, it's incredibly fitting. But there's also an organ added during the pre-chorus and the chorus. It is written in the key of E, recorded with the capo on the second fret. The verses start off by alternating between E and B, which is a 1-5 pattern that gets played twice, followed by F sharp minor, A, E, and B, which is a 2-4-1-5 pattern, and that also gets repeated twice. The pre-chorus uses F sharp minor and A, followed by F sharp minor, A, and B, which is a 2-4-2-4-5 pattern. The chorus then uses E, A, E, F sharp minor, B, C diminished, C sharp minor, B, A, E, F sharp minor, A, B, and E, which is a 1-4-1-2-5 flat 6-6 5, 4, 1, 2, 4, 5, 1 pattern. Structurally, this particular song uses a verse, pre chorus, chorus, verse, pre chorus, chorus, bridge, chorus format. Songs like this are the reason I love breaking down song structure. Not only does the pre chorus change every time to give some new information without the necessity of another verse, but the bridge does the same thing. There are many songs that have pre choruses and use the pre chorus in lieu of a bridge, but the bridge in this song sets up the final payoff. Taking it out would eliminate the two most important parts of the song. Bridges are supposed to elevate the song to another place, and this one does that fabulously. In a previous blog called Twist and Shout, we talked about Vertical Horizon's Everything You Want and how the bridge transitions out into the final payoff chorus. That's what first got me paying attention to that type of structure, and Stay does that equally as well. You can find Stay embedded below. Just as a closing note, I view my own writing about relationships as a journey of ups and downs. Sometimes you'll be feeling more lonely than others and won't have the emotional strength to say no to temporary void fillers, even if you don't see them that way in the moment. So the order of these songs about codependency goes from people who aren't in a position to stand up for themselves to someone who eventually is. And all are equally important to write about. So no matter where you're at in your journey, uh, in terms of this, or if you're making up a character, whatever, then, like I said, all of these are fabulous songs, even though only one of them involves the narrator standing up for themselves. So, happy writing. I hope that these songs have helped you. I know February is always a tough month for me, and so if you're watching this, it might be kind of tough for you. So, hopefully, this will encourage you to write some songs about it if you're feeling a little bit codependent in this particular, whatever particular situation you are in. But I'm Minnesota Mike. Thank you so much for watching and for reading my blog on the Memphis Songwriters Association website. Make sure you check out all my other videos, all my other vlogs, all of that good stuff um, right here on YouTube, Minnesota Mike. Thank you so much.